If you've ever gotten around a group of people and felt like they were more successful, they've already won. They're doing more, they look great, the family looks so structured. I don't know if I fit in here. You are wrong. If you're on the same field as them, you belong.
Never quit. And if you feel like your life is in a place where you can't get any lower, and you don't think you can find any way out, because that means the ultimate challenge is ahead of you. It means you can only go up. And it also means that things are gonna be tough.
I would say, though, that no one stops listening to a symphony because they know it's going to end. And so I think, in some sense, our proper task is to find the meaning within the finite. But something meaningful, that would keep them going.
It isn't one thing. And it isn't 10 things, and it isn't 100 things. It isn't a quick path, and there are no shortcuts.
So one of the things, in order to make this your decade, in order to reach your goals, you've got to find some reasons that make you strong, some reasons that will make you hang in there when times get rough, because they're going to get rough. It's going to be very challenging. Whenever you decide that you want to grow, whenever you decide that you want to go to another level, all hell will break loose.
We're talking mentality, we're talking spirit, we're talking disposition. We're talking about how we show up and how we work for what we say we want without letting situations, circumstances, and people dictate what we bring into an environment every single day. I'm gonna say it again, not letting situations, circumstances, and people dictate what we bring into an environment every single day.
You have to be engaged in life in order to be a winner in life. You were born to be a winner, so why quit? You defied all the odds, the things that could have wiped you out, that kept you from taking that first breath, you overcame that. You have something unique about you that just got to come out, and the only way to birth that is for you to get up and go after that.
You say you want to be great, let your actions, let your words display that. If you say you love the cat that's next to you, let your actions and let your words display that. If you say you really want to be elite, let your actions and let your words display that.
I want to see that guy who immersed himself in hell. And he thought about quitting and leaving and his wife and his kids. And why am I here? Is it worth it? All this crazy shit. And found out a way to get through it. But usually we react. We have pain, we have suffering, we react. And we react about, get the out of here. It's those people who are able to control that feeling of flight and say, no, I'm good. There's a way through this. It's going to end. It's going to end, but we don't know that. We don't think that. At that time, it's going to last forever. So what keeps me going? I've quit several things. I know what's on the back end of quitting.
Things are going to be tougher than anything you can imagine, but that storm that you're in, from your perspective, it seems like that storm is enveloping the whole world. But I'm telling you, it is not.
What is the worst question you can ever ask yourself? Fail is 1,000,000 times better than what if. Because I'm a God that did something, showed up 10 times more of the man and says, what if? Oh, what if, man? What if is an ongoing debate inside yourself that you can never come to conclusion on. I get up and fail, this I know. Otherwise, what if? Every minute of every day of your existence, battling inside your head, trying to turn over the wheels, but you can't. The window of opportunity is closed. Something you can do but sit back and wonder, what if? Don't like that, man. I'd much rather take the gamble and lose.
But I wanted more, I want to be more, I want to become more. And when more is given you, more becomes required. You're going to go through some things in order to birth those things. You're going to upset some people because you are willing to accept the norm. It's easy to accept you if you're willing to fit into the norm. But there's a new norm for you. The new norm is to upset systems. It's to change the way they see things. It's to challenge authorities. It's to become a voice yourself. It's to find out why. It's to find out what. It's to find out when. But see, when you're the dreamer of dreams.
I want you to get the spirit. That's uncommon. Right? You can't be a common man and do uncommon things. That's uncommon. That's an uncommon mentality. That's an uncommon spirit. That's an uncommon disposition. Don't ask me if I'm right. No, we not. We said we was going to dominate these cats, and we ain't dominate. Every single day, do you dominate in what you do?
But the storm is not everything. And it won't last forever. You can get out of the storm, and you will get out of the storm. And when you get out, you're gonna see the sun.
Some of you were born into hell. Some of you are just in hell. Life's hard, it's kicking your ass. There's a tactic in wildland firefight that when the fire's coming at you, and there's no escape route, but you start a fire around you, that fire around you starts to kill off and burn off all those fuels. It creates a black around you. The black means you can't get burned. Don't. Some of you all out there need to create a fire with the side of your ass and get the f*** out of hell. Stay home.
People lie. People pretend. All these people out there that you think have all the shit together, they're fucking lying. They go home at night and they have issues. They go home at night and they have struggles. They have thoughts. They have these anxious feelings that you have. All of these things that you have, they have. They just don't tell you because they're so in love with the image of themselves. They want themselves to feel above you, and they're afraid that if you see that they're actually real, you won't love them anymore. But the truth is you'll love them more because they're more like you.
Try to be 10% better than you were last week. The more you walk away from accountability, the weaker you become. Find yourself in the grip of life. You can't find yourself by doing nothing.
The wealthiest place on the planet is the graveyard. Because in the graveyard, we will find inventions that we never, ever were exposed to. Ideas, dreams that never became reality. Hopes and aspirations that were never acted upon. Because most people allow that inner conversation, for whatever reason, to keep them from ever pursuing their goals.
So let's stop with the bitching. Let's stop with the complaining. Let's stop with the screaming. And let's start working on being a better example. Let's start working on building this from the ground up. Let's start working on building something that every single fucker that you know can look at and say, damn, dude, that's what I want. That's what I want to be like. Because you can talk about shit all you want, but unless you're truly about it, it really doesn't make any difference. Okay? So make this day, make this week the time. If you've been off this whole time, make this the time where you say, dude, look, I'm still going to get better during this time.
The campaign of hard work and dedication. It's waking up early and going to bed late and grinding out every second in between. Every single day.